guys, and welcome to the video where I will be showing you how the Pro version for the footstep zones work. And let's get to it. Here on the player we've got our FPS script. You guys can check out the video on the light version for the steps where I go a bit more into detail on every little thing. But yeah, we can quickly glance through it. We've got our walk speed, run speed, we've got our sprint key, crouching, gravity, we've got our look and the sensitivities there, the grounding, how we stick to the ground, our crouching. We can also change our keys to whatever we need it to be for sprinting, jumping and crouching. We've got our crouch down clip, stand up clip, even a blocked stand up clip. If something is blocking you from getting up, you can play something there. We have our jump, so we can change it, how high. We've got our sounds for it as well. So yeah, a lot of things here to play with. All right, just enjoy it. And yeah, then we've got our Surface Footsteps Pro. So this is where the big difference comes in. Right, here we have total cadence between how the sounds work. In the light version, it plays the footstep sound, but with no weight. All right, so it is like the old FPS controller from Unity itself. It was like very static. Here we have proper weight between the left and the right. Okay, so when the left sound plays, it sounds like a left foot dropping, and the right, so it sounds like a real person when you walk or run. Okay, the other thing here is we are not limited to the amount of sounds or zones that we can create. All right, so this surface also works with an array system, just like the light, but with the light version we had a set already in there that said, okay, it's grass, it's gravel or sand, one of those three, and you can choose. And then you have one that's always with the same name, but you can put in any sound there that you want at the end of the day. Here with this one, we create our own zones and our own surface. Okay, let me just go up here a little bit just to show you. If I want to use this, let's say this grass here, but I want to add more sounds, I can. We just press plus here, as many as we want to add to it, and it will play each and every one of those sounds. It won't skip it. But also, like the other version, it will play, it won't play it in sequence of each other. It will play 0, 2, 1, for instance, and then 5. So it will always sound sound real. It won't sound generic in any way. Okay, I will go into play mode here just in a second so that you guys can hear what I mean. So that is where I say we don't have any limits to the amount of sounds that we want to make or play, but also that we can make tons of types of sounds. Let's say, for instance, we have these leaves here. You want to have us or the players sound like they are now walking on leaves. All you need is the footstep sounds for a person that walks on leaves. Okay, let me show you guys the software that I use to get some of my footstep sounds. It's called Soundly. Okay, just get a little bit here. So this is what it looks like, and you just search in here for the type of footstep sounds that you want. So they've got the a paid gallery, and then they've got the free gallery. As you guys can see, I'm here in the free gallery at the moment, but they have fantastic stuff. And let me just choose something here quickly. Let's say this. Okay, it's a bit soft for this video. Let's go back to this one. Listen to that. left, right. Okay, so how this works is all you do is you highlight a piece of your first step, and then you just drag and drop it into your folder, right? And then you rename it to player left, okay? And then normally your second one is your right, and you do the same. You highlight it, you drag it over, and you call it player right. And now you can take as many as you need, okay, and come add it to your lefts and your rights here, and it will play each and every one of them. All right, let me go into play mode quickly so that you guys can hear the difference. Okay. Here's our gravel. Guys, hear that? From here, there's a left and a right. Here on the wood. Listen to that change of the sounds immediately. Because I'm recording, guys. Sorry about that. Here's the stand. My little system is working overtime at this moment. Alright, so you guys can hear the sounds are very seamless. It is really great. And listen to this little wet spot here. Guys hear that? Here's a bigger one. Alright, and then you guys can also change on how loud it needs to be. You can make it softer, all that kind of stuff. So you have all the freedom in the world to make your scene come alive with your footstep sounds. Okay, and like I said, you guys can create as many as you want. Let's say, for instance, let me just take out this glass here quickly and show you how I did it, or did that one. Well, I don't have glass at the moment, but I just wanted to show you guys how to set it up. So let's say, for instance, we want to make this little area here a different sound, okay? So we will just select it. It's one of these wet modes here. Let's see this one here, okay? So all this it was a cube that I put in the world, and I just took out the render mesh, and I just used a box collider, and I put my footsteps zone script on there. Okay, and then whatever you decide here the sound must be with the name here, that's the sound it will play. Okay, so let's, for instance, say we want to make this little wet sound here, we want to make it sound like wood. Okay, all we do is this, we change that there to wood, we go into play mode. Now when we walk over this, it will be wood. Guys hear that? So that gives you freedom to make even a small little space that you want to have people hear, but you are stepping now onto something totally different. Like, for instance, glass, a piece of some loose leaves. So now in game, when you walk on these loose leaves or glass, you want the enemy to hear you, for instance. Okay. All that kind of stuff. So it gives you a lot of freedom. Let's just take that back to Redmut. So that's how that works. If you guys, let me show you how that setup works completely. Okay. Here's the demo scene that I've got now for the Pro version here. This is what the cube looks like. So I just kept this little in here in the my game scene. I just took out this render, this mesh renderer. That's about it. The rest is exactly the same. Here we don't have a surface name as of yet. Okay, so let's add this mud to it. If we now go to player and we go to our surfaces, we just say plus. All right, let's take out all of these. Delete, 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 and we call this wet mud. You see, I always do that. Caps wet, caps mud. Okay, cool. Then I normally lock this here so that when we accidentally click somewhere, we don't lose these things, because it can become very irritating. Let's go get our mud here. So there's the mud. We then would say L1 for left one, L2, and then L3, then here by the right, and you guys can take away or add as many as you want. Okay, so R1, R2, and then R3. Okay, and you guys can set the volume as high or as low as you guys need it to be. Okay, so now the other important thing is, when we come here, we need to take the name of the surface that you decided on that it's going to be. What we then do is we come back here, wet mud. We take that, we copy, we come back to this one here, and then we just paste it in there. Okay, now it will play it. Let's go into play mode. Okay, here's my normal brass, here's my wood. Alright, this one didn't have anything earlier. Listen to this now. Okay, there it is. Good. After wet mud. Okay, here's our gravel. Alright, and just to show you guys how easy it is once again to change the sound. Let's say we don't want this to be mud anymore. We want to also make this now, for instance, the wood. Okay, so all we do is we can go here, Control C, go to this one here, and then Control and V. Okay, listen to this. And it's wood. All right, so this gives you freedom to add any type of sound to any zone that you need it to be. Okay, no limitations at all. So let's just undo this. Now it's back to mud. All right, guys, so I hope you guys saw what I did here and that this helped you out. And if you have any questions or need anything, leave me a comment, and go check this out on the asset store. It will be on there very soon. The light version is on there already, but yeah, as you guys can see, the pro version is just so much better, and it's just fantastic. All right, guys, enjoy, and if you buy it, I hope you enjoy it and that this will make your world just come alive. All right, guys, thank you very much. Talk to you soon.